Welcome back to another Celebrity Sweets. I'm Ethan, and welcome to Baking Basics episode number 4. The last 3 episodes focused on cake. We've made a vanilla, a chocolate, and then we made a buttercream frosting. And I'll put links to all those videos in the description below. But today we are going to finish off cake with fondant. Now fondant isn't on every cake, but it is something cool to put on cakes and gives it a nice touch. Now this is fondant. I have it in brown and yellow because that's the theme that I'm going for today. But you can get it in so many different colors. There's red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, all those colors. And if you're not familiar with fondant, it's basically like an edible play-doh. And it doesn't always taste that great. Great taste, even though it says that. And it also can be kind of expensive. I think this was like $5, $8, something like that. But I'm going to show you guys my recipe for fondant. It's a marshmallow fondant recipe. Super simple, super cheap, 2 ingredients, and it tastes a lot better. I will put step-by-step instructions and the ingredient list in the description below for this recipe if you'd like to check it out as well. So if you're ready to roll, I'm ready to roll, let's do this. To make this marshmallow fondant, we are going to start by taking marshmallows. This is a 10-ounce bag of mini marshmallows. I just like the mini ones because they melt down easier. They're kind of cute. Simply pour all of your marshmallows into a large microwave-safe bowl. To your marshmallows, we're going to add 1 tablespoon of water. Now we're going to pop these into the microwave for about 1 minute. We don't want them to expand so much because that's what marshmallows do, but we just want to melt them down. Once your marshmallows are out of the microwave, take a spatula and stir them around. Next we want to add in our powdered sugar. And for this fondant recipe, we're looking for anything between 3 and 4 cups of powdered sugar. Start by adding your powdered sugar 1 cup at a time, mixing it in thoroughly with your marshmallows. When you get to a point where you feel like the marshmallows aren't mixing in with the powdered sugar, it's now time to use your hands. I'm going to use some gloves and we're just going to mix this around, and you'll find that the fondant will still be tacky and that you'll need to add more powdered sugar. So I just continued to mix and knead our fondant together, and you can see it's come together. And this is what I mean by it's like play-doh, because it really is you can sculpt and mold things with it. It tastes better, you can eat it. And you can see that it makes about this much fondant, which should be enough to cover 1 medium-sized cake. Because when you roll out fondant, you don't want it to be super thick. It's pretty thin. Now, you could also color your fondant just like it is right now, again with some gloves. I'm going to keep this white to show you guys. And now I am going to roll it out because I want to make some details for the cake that we're going to put this on. Some tools that might be helpful is powdered sugar. When rolling it out, it is still going to be a little tacky. You don't want it too dry because then it's going to crack. And you don't want it too wet because then you're not going to be able to pick it up. So we're going to sprinkle our workstation with a little bit of powdered sugar. And I also have a fondant rolling pin. This is specifically made for rolling fondant. However, a rolling pin is a rolling pin. This one though comes with these cool rubber band things that go on the end so you know that you're rolling the same thickness. So now I'm just going to roll this out and cut it out into a few shapes. I rolled out our yellow and brown fondant as well, and right here is our cake. Now I showed you guys how to make each component of this cake in previous videos. We have vanilla and chocolate layers inside here, and then it's frosted with my buttercream frosting, and we're going to top it with fondant. I'm going to take our yellow fondant and drape it over our cake. After you've coated your cake in fondant, now you can take a sharp knife and trim away any excess at the bottom. So we've covered our cake in yellow fondant. Any guesses at what it might be? Well, I'm going to add some more details that hopefully should make it a little more obvious. Now, when attaching fondant to fondant, there's really 2 ways you can do it. The easiest way is with water. Fondant sticks to fondant with water, just brush a little bit on the back and stick it to your cake. However, the way that I like to use, and it's a little bit more secure, is clear piping gel. You find this at your baking and craft store, and you just paint it on the back as well and stick it to your cake. So I'm just going to add on my details. Any guesses yet? Well, I'm just going to keep adding some more fondant details onto our cake. And here we have it, our cute little giraffe cake that we made today using my fondant recipe. That simple fondant recipe turned out into this. Fondant is one of the most versatile baking things out there because you can sculpt, you can cover, you can coat different things in it. And there's so many different colors, red, green. You could add extracts like peppermint or orange and really just make it your own. If you happen to make anything with this fondant recipe, please share with me on Instagram or Twitter. And if you have any other requests for a baking basics or a mini series you'd like to see me do, please leave those down in the comments below as well. Also, don't forget to share this video with someone who might like to learn how to make fondant or just maybe likes this cute little giraffe cake. And until next time, bake a cake! I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, let me know by hitting that like button down below. And while you're at it, subscribe. You can do that by clicking this cute little donut right here. If you're looking for more content, up here's my latest video, and down here's a playlist with all the rest of the Baking Basic episodes. that's all for today. I will see you guys next Tuesday for episode 5. We're moving on from cake. Bye-bye.